Hello everyone, and welcome to Walnut Hills, commonly agreed to be one of, if not the worst map in Garden Warfare 2. This map is from Garden Warfare 1 and was added to Garden Warfare 2 in late 2019 or early 2019. This map has a visual downgrade from the original and just has a lot of problems, and today we're just going to go over all of them and why this is just probably the worst map in Garden Warfare 2. To start with some positives, this is by far the best map for farming kills for plants. Other than that, there's nothing else I could really give it. The map is just kind of poorly designed. The most important thing about this map is that all the new characters from Garden Warfare 2 are unplayable on this map, and you could only play as 4 classes on each team, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of Garden Warfare 2's new classes being in the game, and it's just kind of dumb. The plant team also has access to detonation characters and drones, which is just unfair. The zombie team doesn't get this. Why does the plant team get it? Another thing that's really odd about this map is that in Garden Warfare 1, the teleporter pad was behind this gate where you spawn in, but in Garden Warfare 2, they moved it all the way out here. And what I mentioned about detonation characters on this map, it's really hard to get out of this little spawn area as the zombie team. So why they made that change is just so weird to me. Another thing about this map is that the music is the Seeds of Time music, which just does not fit. Music for a theme park doesn't work for music for a neighborhood. Like, what were they thinking with that? The next thing I want to talk about this map, however, is these. These aren't even in any other map in Garden Warfare 2. They just forgot to remove these from Garden Warfare 1. The engineer is able to build a Zombot turret right in front of the capture garden, and he's also able to upgrade it. But when you upgrade it to Mark 2, yeah, the devs left this in the game. I don't know how this slipped past or how they didn't try this out, but I think this is just a perfect example to show how rushed, unfinished, and bad Walnut Hills is. But when you upgrade it to Mark 3, however, it seems like the devs just didn't care anymore because now it's fine. See? No more morph glitching. Moving on to the second point, there's nothing really too bad about this point. There's no wall keeping you in the spawn and it's a little bit easier to leave, but the zombies still are at a disadvantage here. The capture point is relatively close, but the plants can just jump over and kill all the zombies no matter what. So it's really hard for the zombies to move out. When the plants can easily just jump over to the zombie spawn and not do anything about it, the plants just have an overall advantage over the zombies, which is what I said before about this map being really good for farming kills. The plants just have such an advantage here, it's not even funny. Right now I'm playing as a character that is not supposed to be normally playable on this map. I'm just going to show you why this might have been a problem, but it might have made it a little bit more even. Superheroes can usually just kick to the objective, and it would kind of negate the spawn trapping from being an issue in the first place. Looks like my friend joined me. Moving on to the next point, playground. There's a couple of issues with this point as well. Again, the turrets are on every single point, so that's always going to be a problem. This is a big issue in this map. These stairs. Sometimes with certain characters, these stairs just literally don't work. The character I have this issue with the most is the Chomper. Every time I try to go up these stairs as the Chomper, I always get stuck, and it's so annoying and not fun, and just completely ruins the flow. Another thing about Chompers on this map is that it's just pretty hard to navigate the map. This was an issue in Garden Warfare 1 as well, but getting around this map, and this point in particular as a Chomper, is dreadful. Although, getting back to the point can be fun. I always like jumping down this hill right here. But pea shooters are really the only fun plants on this map. Cacti and sunflowers can be fun too, but Chompers are just really not fun here. I'm going to give you guys a second to see if you notice anything weird about this objective. Taking a look around. Did you catch it? It's something that's on every other objective, but not this one. That's right, there's no pots. You can't grow any consumables here. So this objective is pretty hard to defend, especially since the zombie spawn is pretty close. Right over there to be exact. Having no spawnable pots makes it easier to capture for the zombies, but this is still a difficult one because the plants spawn about right here. I always just thought it was really weird that the devs literally forgot to place in the pots on this point. And again, just another thing showing how lazy this map was. So after 4th point, we go to this mansion point. All of the problems from 1st point happen here too. There's a wall that you could easily spawn trap all the zombies. It's very hard to get up here. And there's all the other issues like the weird music, the weird graphics, all of that apply to this point too. However, after you capture this point, there's another weird mistake. So if you look here, it's asking me to build a teleporter here and for the next point. And for some reason, you could still build the teleporter and spawn consumables from the last point onto this point, like onto the next point, which is really odd. And if you do try to build the teleporter, it still works and you could use it. But I always thought that was really weird why they just left that in the game. You could just still spawn everything in. The plants can also still spawn in pots on this point, even after it's been captured. It's only on this point as well. Moving on to 6th point, this is probably the best point on this entire map since it's pretty fair for both teams. I don't really have any problems with this point. It's probably the one I like the most. It's fun for pretty much all the characters. There's nothing really too bad about it. It's very open. There's a lot of places to hide. You could hide over there, hide over there. It's a cool point. I like this one. So we're at the final point. This point has a problem for the zombie team, and I'm just going to show it. It's pretty infamous, and you might know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm going to show it anyway, because it's just another problem with this map. And then I'll give my final verdict on this map, and we could discuss whether it's truly a bad map. So, if you somehow get to this final point, usually these Walnut games end early, as a zombie team, you could just do this as a scientist. These pots are not going to be able to shoot you, no one can shoot you, and you could easily just get to the end and finish the objective, end the game for everyone, ruin the fun for everyone. And that just sucks. Like, that was in Garden Warfare 1 as well. I don't know why they didn't patch that out in Garden Warfare 2. Again, it's just another problem with this map. Thought it would be fun to show what it would be like if superheroes were playable on this map, to see what it would be like getting to the mansion as a superhero. So this is what it would look like. You could just kick through here. And you're done. I did notice something. The energy warp particles are still here for some reason, which is really odd. Anyway, let's finish this off, and there's one other thing I want to show as a flaw with this map. Alright, so the game ends like any other map. Usually the Turf Takeover maps have a little icon showing of each base you covered, but this one just says plant score, zombie score, which is just really odd. There's also this really awkward waiting period. Whoa. Well, there's not going to be any top performers because it was just me in that lobby, which that's not a glitch. But let's talk about this. Is Walnut Hills a bad map? No, it's not a bad map. In fact, it's a pretty good map. If you're in the right lobby, playing the right character, it could be fun on both teams. But it's very plant heavy favored, and a lot of unfinished elements are in this map, which just shouldn't be a thing, and the quality control is not here. The biggest problem, I think, is that the lack of playable characters on this map is just not fun. I'll give this map a solid 6.5 through 7 out of 10. It's passable, but it's not the worst map in the game. Thanks for watching, guys. I thought this would be something fun to discuss. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more, please subscribe and like the video. It would really help out my channel. Alright guys, take care. Bye.